quick overview of our funding and what we're doing here at Upward Insights. Essentially, our market is artificial intelligence. I've been in the technology sector for a very long time, and when opportunities, the trend is your friend, and there's rarely great opportunities like there is in the artificial intelligence perspective. We're talking about it growing to being $1 trillion space. So that's number one. One of the main reasons why I think investment would be fantastic in this. When I just recently looked at a Deloitte study, and over to the right here, it talks about the different types of AI. You can be generalist, you can be writing some AI technology that lots of people use, or you can be more of a narrow AI. We fall more on the narrow AI side of things. We're very focused on the sales enablement market. So there's 9 million salespeople worldwide. They're expected to spend about $5 billion in sales enablement by 2021. And the other thing that that's very interesting for us is our data market, and what we're doing is we're very focused on collection of the government data. So oil and gas, construction, agricultural, electrical, automotive, transportation, mining can fall in there. Trillions of dollars being spent on those projects, and our focus is to collect the data from the internet and convert it into sales leads for the sales market, leveraging the artificial intelligence technology. The problems that we're solving for our customers, sales rep productivity. A salesperson can spend up to 15% of their time doing market research. I hear it over and over and over again. If you have 9 million B2B salespeople, that's $60 billion lost in sales wages. It's reviewed that only 40% of their salespeople actually hit quota, so they got to do a better job of outbound prospecting. So we can help them with that, and then also help out with the sales forecasting as well. So what we've done, our technology is really, it follows kind of 3 phases. The first phase is, zero to data set. So with our Insight platform, what we're doing is we are building data streams between the regulatory data that's available, that's public facing, and then we're replicating that data in our platform, and then using artificial intelligence to consolidate that data into more usable data sets by our customers, which are going to be organizations that sell to these large government or sell to the industries that are regulated by the government. Then what we do, instead of ourselves building the AI interface, what we do is we then take these intelligent data sets and replicate them inside of apps like Salesforce.com, and then they combine that with your own internal data. And then using the AI interfaces and BI interfaces associated with applications like Salesforce.com or Microsoft Dynamics, customers are able to do a deep discovery of that information. And then once they do the discovery of the information, they're then able to translate that to action. So who are the accounts we're targeting on? Which accounts should we be calling? What does our forecasted revenue look like? So those are all the things that we look at. So we, again, our platform is the collection, the building of the data streams, the replication, and then using the BI platform or BI technology to consolidate the data. We then build an app that can be utilized by BI tools like Salesforce.com, replicate the data set, allow for deeper design or a discovery, which then can be translated into action. And that's really where the value is of the whole artificial intelligence space. What we've done, so here's our roadmap. So our objective is to be a $6 million company, by early in 2020 or 2023, 2024. How we're going to do that, we're starting with a product that's focused at the oil and gas industry, and then we're going to diversify into agricultural, electric utilities, construction, automotive, transportation, mining, any industry that's regulated by the government, that we can collect the data and then translate that into information that salespeople can use to be more productive. And if you take a look at it, the food industry is a $5 trillion global industry, $437 billion being spent on oil and gas projects yearly. We've got electrical utilities, 1.7 trillion. So these are all massive markets, and the amount of data is growing exponentially. And one of the things that we have in our favor is the goal for transparency, that the government wants to make this data available to people, so their government is transparent on what's happening, both from an environment, from a regulatory perspective, for how the money is being spent. So there's just a huge wealth of data that can be collected and then translated into qualified sales information. Our Interlead product's been a great success. We've done a soft launch on it. It's been out a couple of years. We've got over 130,000 or 130 customers today. We have less than 10% churn. We generate $80,000 in reoccurring revenue, contracted reoccurring revenue, and we anticipate that to grow to $500K by 2021. And it's built 100% on our Insight platform. So we are leveraging our technology to scale this out and service the customers that you see ahead of you here. What are the people? So there's myself. I've been involved with the CRM technology for the last 10 years. Also been involved in technology for the last 25 years. That's why I'm so adamant that it's important to have a play in the artificial intelligence space. I've seen these types of trends before, and it's a fantastic opportunity for companies to grow and for people to make money. My partner is Efron Eula. He is a PhD in computer science, and he's got a tremendous amount of experience. We've got a development team of 3 developers working on our platform, and we've got a data scientist who's got his Bachelor of Science in Physics. One of the things that's really key to what we're doing from an organizational perspective is right from the beginning, we've been able to leverage offshore development. So Efron is located, he's a Canadian, got his degree from the University of Calgary. He is located in Islamabad, Pakistan. That's where our development team is. Our development team costs are about 1/4 of what it would cost here in Canada. Cyril is located, our data scientist is located in Johannesburg, South Africa, where there's a wealth of highly educated people with limited opportunity to leverage their education. And then we built a good advisory team to start with here. Scott is a founder of GeoPoint, which is on the Salesforce App Exchange. Currently just sold his company. Reed McDonald, president of Northern Silica, and Danny is the CFO of Devesco. What we require, the use of proceeds is our goal is to raise $500,000, 50% in shares, 50% in non-dilutive government grants. Both the province and the feds are putting a lot of money into this space, so we hope as our revenue grows, we're going to be able to generate or raise money from government grants. We're selling the 25% of the company. It's essentially 20 cents a share is what our take is. And I didn't put on a slide, and I should. The minimum investment is $2,500. The use of proceeds, we're going to hire 3 more developers in Pakistan. Very low burn on our cash. We're going to hire additional data scientists out of South Africa. Again, very low burn on our cash rate. We're going to complete the U.S. data set. So all the oil and gas and facility information in the U.S., we're going to finish collecting that information. Today we've got Alberta, Saskatchewan, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and BC, and Texas, and we're going to be adding 13 more markets in the U.S. to complete the U.S. data set. Our distribution is we're going to launch on the Salesforce App Exchange because it's a sales enablement product. So once we get the U.S. data set going, our distribution strategy is to finish the Interlead product so we can launch it on the App Exchange, which is going to give us a huge amount of presence in the U.S. as well as Canada. And then we're also we're planning by 2020 to grow our reoccurring revenue from 800K to 500K. What that sets us up for is a Series A funding, and I didn't finish that. We're going to be targeting Salesforce. I've already been speaking with the Salesforce people. They have a $100 million fund here in Canada. Just need to get my revenue up so the evaluations are higher, because they only want to invest a minimum of $1 million. If you look at us raising 250K and I'm selling 25% of the company, our current evaluation is $1 million. So we need to get our evaluation up. We're looking at 10x of 500K, so get her up in that $5-6 million range, and then look at a Series A funding, which we want to have in near the end of 2020. Why should you invest? The artificial intelligence market, number one, unbelievable opportunity on that side of it. Just the growth is unbelievable. Sales enablement, very strong. AI is solving problems. We've got 9 million or 10 million salespeople, B2B salespeople in the US. Their productivity is low. We need to increase that using artificial intelligence. The government information is exponential, so we have an unbelievable amount of that. We're very focused on our industries on that side of it. Our platform is scalable to thousands and thousands of data sets. So one of the reasons we're targeting Salesforce is we built our platform on their Heroku product, which is backed by AWS. So we have an extremely scalable platform that makes it attractive from an acquisition perspective. We've got a very talented team and very, very important low-cost structure for bringing on new people. We'll be cash flow positive by 2020. So again, it saves your share value from a dilution perspective. And then our Salesforce partnership. Using all Salesforce partnerships sets us up very nicely to have an anchor tenant for our Series A funding. In our exit program, we're going to be cash flow positive. Dividends, those types of things are definitely in the future, but our goal is really to sell the company by 2023, giving us a exponential return on your investment. Over on the right is a slide that I got from Deloitte when they look at what are the building blocks of a successful AI platform. Digital infrastructure, we have that. Access to funding, we're bringing money in both from the government and private. Innovative ecosystem, we have that here in Canada. Knowledgeable consumers, so B2B sales teams, they have sales managers, marketing managers, they spend the money on it. The data quality is there because that is what our platform does. And access to talent, we've done this amazing job of our offshoring, so it gives us the ability to do that. So again, just a quick summary, we're raising $250,000. Minimum investment is $2,500. If you'd like to learn more, just let me know. Thank you.